Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever today may find you. We're going to dive into this. This is all about sharing designs from Photoshop. Yeah, in Photoshop, from Photoshop. Basically, if you're sending people JPEGs like it's 1998, I don't know what to tell you. There's easier ways. Okay, so that's what's going to make this session fun. So I'm all about it. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. After I clear out all these crazy guides, let's take a look. Sharing designs. So I'm so glad you are here. This is all about pro tips. And this is something that when it first came out, I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't fully get it. And I'll show you the X factor for me. So here's a design. It's just called Astral. It's a PSD and it exists on my desktop. And that's the most important thing, Reveal in Finder. Here it is. Here's the file that I'm working on. It's on my desktop. I want to get you guys' feedback on it. Okay, so that's what I want to do for this Astral image. So rather than exporting out JPEGs, don't do that. We're going to go right up here and we're going to share this via creating a link. There's also invite to edit. The difference between these two is that share for review is a PSD that exists on my desktop, and I'm able to take that PSD and turn it into a link, as I'm doing right now, that I can share with others. So the link that gets created is actually linked back to this file, which is awesome. So hello, Carol. Hello, Mike, Frank, Monica. Everyone's here. And hello. All right. There we go. Bingo. So I just created this link. Now, how I have this set up is anyone with the link can comment because I'm going to send it to you guys right away. And then if you're part of a group, that group will be there. And then you can have only invited people can comment on it as well. Right now, this is a free-for-all link, as I'd probably like to call it, because there's no, if I go into link settings, allow anyone with the link to comment on it. So there's no password that's required or anything like that. So this is the free-for-all link. I'm going to click on it. It's going to load up. In fact, I'm going to take this link, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it into chat for you guys to, take a look at if I can. Copy, paste. Maybe we'll do it this way. So yeah, here is my file. Okay, there it is. I just got it pasted in. There you go. Sending it to you guys. There we go. So I can kick off the conversation by adding a comment right here. So obviously I could see the design. Here's the comments and here's the information. Created and modified is hugely important, right? If there were multiple pages, they would be right over here, multiple artboards. Okay, but this is all I need. It's like, I can ask, and actually what looks weird, I can just say, what do you think? All comments welcome. Submit that. I knew I'd have to sign in, so this is always fun. So wait for it, because has everybody got my email address? That's perfectly fine if you have my email address. That's why I'm running through this. So in general, there we go. We're now signed in. The only reason I signed in is so it would have my name associated with the design as I add my comments, right? But you don't have to have an Adobe account to add comments. You could just add comments as a guest, right? There it is. Boom. All right, so there I am, the owner, just now. All right, Festus. Frank likes it. Festus says cowabunga. You guys have more comments? Feel free. The big problem that I have is like, is this a, perfect circle, because I feel like, you know, is this circle a perfect circle? It looks like it's an oval. So that's the problem I have with it. Afroja, thank you. It's awesome. So is it a perfect circle? That's the big question. Feel free, add comments, and because I'd love to hear from you. So I can continue to work. I can close this file, right? Of course, I'm going to save it, close it. It exists here, and what I end up doing is I end up moving things around, so it might end up in miscellaneous, or I'll just, you know, because my desktop's messy, and then finally it'll end up in its final location or whatever. Doesn't matter where it is, I can open it back up, and I can make changes to it, and I can see those comments. So if I go up to share for review beta, the link is still there, but also I can go to window, down to comments, and I can see all these lovely comments as they roll in right in here. So let's place that off to the side, just like that. Yes, we'll kind of have comments roll in. I think this is not a perfect circle, which is kind of a problem, right? It's not. I like somehow got this distorted, which is so weird. So I want to fix it, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Let's fix that circle in the background. Just like so. There it is. Delete layer mask. And we're just doing our thing. Oh. Over scroll. Add that mask. There we are. Okay, so kind of have this back to normal. The thing is, I really like how that other circle is smaller. So let's make that change. Shrink this down. Move it over. You get the idea. Again, this is just my comment. You guys might like the oval. I'm not a huge fan. Okay, let's bring back her hair. There it is. Cool. And honestly, is this the right gradient? I'm not sure about that. It looks kind of funny, doesn't it? Do I have curves on that? Ooh, I do have curves on the background. So this is what that actually looks like. Curves makes it awfully just like a lot more muted. So let's go with something like that. I've updated that, or excuse me, I've made that change. Let's double check our comments, by the way. The circle is perfectly okay. Well, thank you so much. I fixed it anyways, so I could jump in and ultimately I want to resolve this right here. So fixed XED. There we go. Boom. And right here, I can resolve that comment. So it is moved to resolved. So I could always see my resolved comments. So filter comments right in here. I can show the resolved comments. And there it is. Here's everything that's been resolved so far. Okay, cool. So yeah, filter those out. You can clear it, and we're back to where we were. Fixed it. There we go. Done. Okay. Saved. We have not updated it yet. So right up here, we'll click share. It's going to pop this open. Right in here, we can update content. So pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward. So updating that. The big thing is I like that I'm not giving up my PSD. There's not two different files. It's one file Because what I absolutely love is the fact that I typically like misspell words and stuff like that. I can catch little errors and just update the link, and no one's going to be the wiser, right? But let's take a look at that link real fast. It's the same link, so I could even refresh that page. We'll refresh it. We'll see that different circle. Try to decide if we like this circle. Maybe we don't, but I like that it's a perfect circle, so that is great. If we take a look at the modified, should say 11:10 a.m. Or excuse me, 11. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so it says that it's modified as well. So I've modified it. Everything looks good overall. And man, it looks like everything got a little scrunched up somehow. Like even these don't look like perfect spheres. So anyways, that's how I typically sort of work on a design. Even from within here, as I've taken a look at it, I can delete that comment or I can resolve it and move on. But I like changing this a couple different times, honestly. Taking a look at it. Now, we could manage these links. So let's take a look. Copying the link is the same thing as copying it up here. But what I'm realizing is I really want to be able to like edit this link. And looks like you can't actually do it in the browser. Let's go back. These are all the links of all the designs that I've created. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. Yeah, same thing, sort of copy link, but you can see all of my links right in here, and I can permanently delete as well. Like this one was just a test I was doing earlier. Let's go ahead and permanently delete that one. Okay. But there that is. We can click into it. We want to manage any of the settings right in here. This is where I'd go to link settings. I'm kind of surprised there's not link settings within the browser. So yeah, that's the only thing. Let's make some more changes to it because I think that will be fun, right? Let's kind of get into maybe miscellaneous. Oh, let's grab this image. Let's see what we got here. I kind of just want to steal the stars out of this image. Okay, curves is on that, so let's turn that off. Could I use, you know, this background instead? So that's the plan. And, you know, if you don't think it's working, then great. You can add that as a comment in there. But let's do this really fast. Let's do a select subject and remove. There he is. Let's fill, do content aware fill. And then he disappears. So a lot of times when you do content aware fill, at least when you do a select subject, the subject is so tightly selected, which is typically great. But ultimately you want to be able to expand. So modify, expand that out, say, sure, 10 pixels. There we go. We fixed the halo. Let's fix this bottom part right down here. This time I'm going to use object selection tool. I'll use a lasso and grab that rock, and it's the same process. So just making some quick changes. to this. Wait for it. Hold. Some people don't like the lasso tool. I use the lasso tool all the time. And we're back. Does this look good? Does it look good? It's okay. Let's see if I have space. That's what I need to do. Search for space. And maybe grab these stars or this color galaxy. Something like that. Oh, yeah, look at this one. Oh, that could be nice. All right. You guys into this color galaxy? Maybe? Let's search for stars. Oh, yeah, okay. Grab that, drop that in, move that down. Thoughts? Typically with design, if I don't think something's working, I'll try the exact opposite of what I'm doing. So since I'm adding texture in the background, what if I just throw a color back there? Is that going to be better, right? Does that help it? And why is this layer locked? Oh, it's linked. Unlink layers. Bingo. All right. All right, so I guess we'll just go with this one. I'll play with some blend modes maybe. Oh yeah, here we go. I think we got it. This is what I like. Really like this. So, got some nice texture going on. Again, I'll go to share, share for review, and update that content. Cool. Now, let's talk about a different way to share that might be helpful. Okay, so I just updated that link. Feel free, you guys can refresh your browser or whatever. We'll make sure it's there. It's going to look fine. Okay, but I want to do something else with this. And maybe I'll actually kind of show a different file just for comparison's sake. If you guys joined me earlier, this is what I made in an earlier live stream this morning. So there's this one that I'm working on. This one, you know, again, do I like the background? That's the big question. Do we like this background? Do we go with white? Anyways, just kind of some things I'm thinking about. But I do want to share this. But what I'm going to do with this image is I'm going to save it. And actually, let me walk through this process. Right up here, you'll do share. You'll do invite to edit. And it says, hey, you need to save it to the Creative Cloud in order for that to happen. So you hit continue. And now we have this F-L-E-U-R, Fleur face is what we'll call it. Saving it to Creative Cloud. And now I can invite other people to edit this image. So I can give it to you guys if you want it. Okay, saving that document. It's not a big document. And then let's change this to anyone with the link can view. Anyone with the link can comment and save a copy. So yeah, everybody can do pretty much everything. So let's copy that link and then take a look in a browser window. You guys can have this one. You ready for this? I'm pasting this in. As I paste this in, this is invite to edit. So I think you at least need an Adobe ID, but now you have the ability to edit this image. So Paste that in. There you are. There we go. Cool. Here's this image. We'll take a look right here. If I can just grab this properties panel. Here's that background with that background color. We can add a new layer, throw a different color in there if we want to. Yeah, just kind of taking a look. You know, here it is on black, for instance. I just made that change. And by the way, I can also open that in the desktop app as well. So, all right. So yeah, take a look. Does it work with Photoshop on the web? Yes, it does. So Frank, this is Photoshop on the web. So, yeah, and you answered your own question. You got it. You should be able to edit it. So let me know what you see. I'm just letting other people edit this. Anyone the link can view. I want to change that. Anyone with the link can edit as well. So you should be able to edit it. So yeah, cool. Easy enough, right? Open it in the desktop app. Watch what's going to happen. It should be connected. So let's just see what happens. If I made this change, I'll go back in here. And yeah, it's the same file. But nonetheless, that's how that works. Basically, I'm just showing the difference between invite to edit and share for review. Cool. There's that. This is looking good. Just to kind of remind everybody, let's take a look on my desktop. Here's an animation that we created, and this is just teaser, but this is where this is headed, just so you know. It is this animation just kind of with the face kind of rotating like so. So that's the next project. By the way, it's rendered out just fine. So look. And then back. Cool. Cool. All right. So that is invite to edit and share for review. The powerful thing here is that these documents stay right on your desktop, and you never lose control of the file at all, right? So it doesn't disrupt your workflow, which is awesome. So this is great. Let me know if you have any more questions. Khalid, good having you here as well. Back again. Immediately after this, in Discord, we're going to continue the conversation. We're going to talk about everything that we worked on, and just to give you a quick recap, we can take a look at everything that we did. So pro tips started this week with global editing, which was so awesome. Being able to globally edit a graphic, and it's not a symbol. So that was really cool. That was in Illustrator. We also worked on creating patterns, which was fun. And on Wednesday, we did line animations. So let's take a look at that. Oh, actually what we did is we did randomization and wiggle, random movement. And then we did lines as well. Just to show you that lines one. Let me open up. Where is it? Adobe. So this is what we created yesterday, which I think turned... Oh, shoot. I'm not sharing my screen. Boy, I've not done that in like a year. So sorry about that. But anyways, down to my last couple minutes. Here's all the projects that we worked on, and I'll be talking about these more in Discord, and I just wanted to end with this fun animation. Why not? This is what I just tried to show a second ago. Cool. All right, everybody. Yeah, Trim Pass was yesterday. So thank you so much. Join me in Discord. And yeah, we'll have a good old time just chatting away and sharing more pro tips is the plan. So thank you so much. That's all I have for you. Feel free to share files with me if you do a share for review. Happy to take a look at your work, because we could do that. Share for review link can be posted in Discord, which is awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I will see you in Discord right after this. Let's just have a little convo and a great old time. So we will see you all soon. Thank you so much, everybody. I had a fun week. Join me next week for the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenges as well. Thanks, everybody.